us on the floor tonight, Steve. This game should be filled with highlight reel plays.
I love it, Kevin. Fans love watching these matchups, and we do too.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3 slot. Now, here is Russell. Stolen by Jackson. On the wing, Bain. Back to Jackson. Memphis moving that ball around. And Morant throws it down.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Now, here is Russell. There's the feed to Towns. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. I'm alive right now.
Okay, check out the handles of John Morant. Wow, what a crafty player.
Towns against Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop.
And that's a special play coming from the 1 spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
It just shows you the versatility. This guy can do a lot of different things for you. Woo-wee!
Russell kicks to Edwards. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Just enough coverage to bother that 3-point attempt.
Russell with it. Now defended by Bain.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Now here's Brooks. Back to Bain. Down low. And Jackson throws it down.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Here's Russell. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And the 3 off target. To the inside. Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
David struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Out to Edwards. Poked away. Morant outside. Going inside. And Morant throws it down.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Prince's shot is good.
When Prince gets it clicking from the perimeter, gets his confidence going, the entire offense benefits.
And now in the final year of his contract, D'Angelo Russell trying to get back to that all-star level and the promise that got him that last 4-year deal.
Second shot opportunity. Morant with a wide open look. Hits the 3-point bomb. Morant's got 11 points.
I like this play. Good teamwork. You don't want to force Morant to do everything himself.
Morant against Russell. Outside, Towns. 6 on the shot clock. Prince. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Bain for 3. Here's Adams. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. 8-point game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up.
And this is Edwards' game. when he's aggressive in trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And taking a look back at his performance at the line a year ago, rock solid 79%.
Here's Gobert. Towns finds Prince. Back to Towns. Edwards drives in. And Edwards with the stop.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
The three from Morant. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And so it's Memphis with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Bane with the bucket.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Outside, Towns. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. Crafty move, and that's 2 points on the layup. Greg, the improvement since Morant arrived has been very steady.
And the Grizzlies went from the 20th rated offense in his rookie season to number 16 in his second year, and then all the way up to number 5 last season. Ja has turned them into a powerhouse.
Morant finds Brooks. Back to Morant. Beyond the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. To the paint. And Edwards with a clear path to the basket.
Oh, great work by Edwards to get up court in a hurry and get himself a bucket. Can't let those fast break opportunities get away.
Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. And a wide open look for Payne. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Edwards against Payne. Towns, the pass to Edwards. Back to Towns. Here's the break. Here's Morant. And finished up by Morant.
Ja Morant in the open floor. This guy's speed is next level, and he can finish.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Edwards passes to Towns. Russell with a wide open look. And again, Minnesota with the triple. And you see players trying to get the officials to blow the whistle. Were players in your day, Greg, falling down as much as they seem to be doing now?
No, it's way more common now. And let's face it, it's a copycat league. All the whistles slow the game down. I just love to see them let a little bit more go.
Beautiful offense, unselfish play, sharp pass by Prince.
Morant surveying the D. He feeds it to Jackson. Out to Morant. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Both free throws good from Morant. Well, Greg, with this Memphis Grizzlies team, you like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Now here's Morant after Taurean Prince's miss. Ball going up court. Russell finds Prince. Out to Edwards. Another shot. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Steven Adams picks one up.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
1:09 left now here in the second. Morant outside. Now the pass to Jackson. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. For Minnesota, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Now Russell. 43 seconds left in the first half of the game. Here's Gobert. A shake. Good, and the assist goes to Russell. Russell's got his 4th assist in this one.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Back to Morant. And stolen by Prince. Russell left side. It's stolen by Adams. One-on-one here. Now here's Morant for 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Minnesota ball.
It's Edwards on the wing. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
The Grizzlies, 22. The Timberwolves, 25.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
You've got Williams. Brandon Clark is out there with Tyus Jones. And it's Conchar in at the 2. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And he can't hit the second. And it's Anderson with the ball for Minnesota. The lead is 2. McDaniels passes to Noel. There's the dish to Rivers. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Williams with the steal. Clark against Anderson. Clark kicks to Williams. Here's Conchar. Fires the 3. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. Anderson finds Rivers. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And it's Anderson that time on the assist by Rivers. Anderson's got the lead up to 5 now for the Timberwolves. Jones drives in. On the wing, Williams. Back to Jones. Outside, Williams. Fires the 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Passes it to Rivers. Here's Noel. 3-pointer. Conchar pulls it in. Pass to Jones. Here's Eldama. He's covered by Anderson. That one, no good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Driving in, Rivers, and foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Rivers hits both of them. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Jones looking for an opening. Feeds it to Clark. And the layup falls.
Trying to attack the heart of that defense with great teamwork.
Rivers with it. Pass to Noel. Lets the three fly. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Here's Williams. Good on the shot.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
And here's Rivers. Out to the wing. And the pass to Reed. Nice move. And the rejection by Clark.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Minnesota with the ball. Grizzlies making the shot. Rivers can't get it to go. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
So it's Minnesota now, after Memphis gets the 3. Rivers with it. Williams picks him up. And they'll get another chance. Picked his pocket. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Jones dishes to Clark. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Clark. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. .56 seconds left in the third. Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota. Memphis with the ball. They're rolling here with a 9-point run. Morant finds Brooks. Inside, Adams. Count it. And it's a 4-point Grizzly lead.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Prince outside. There's the triple. He can't hit that time. Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the middle, here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
This is where Adams feasts. Get him the ball in his spots, and he does the rest.
Outside Edwards. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Edwards got 16 points.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by the Grizzlies.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Memphis out in front, up.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the 3 spot. And here's Morant after Torian Prince hitting the 3.
I'll tell you what, Ja Morant just keeps coming at the defense.
That's good from Morant. Both free throws good from Morant.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Outside Edwards. Out to Russell. On the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one's on Morant.
And a little wrinkles in Russell's game at that time with a sweet up fake.
And so Russell hits them both. Now Morant. "60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth."
You have to respect Ja's burst on the drive. So dangerous with the ball in his hands.
At the line for your Grizzlies.
That's good from Morant.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
Minnesota's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. They're 6 of 13. Right side, Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. He takes it. Oh!
And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
Morant outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And there's Edwards on the assist by Russell. Edwards got 20.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Now here's Morant. Bain kicks to Brooks. Outside, Bain fires for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside, Edwards.
Okay.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Outside, Bain. On the wing, Jackson. Here's Morant. That one wide left.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Russell passes to Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Brooks to the inside. It's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies fast break. Out that one in, and the Timberwolves lead is cut down to just 1 on the bucket from Brooks.
What I like about Dillon is that he takes command when it's needed.
Now, here is Russell. From deep, Prince. Good, and it's Russell picking up the assist. Russell's got his 7th assist in the game.
The evolution of Prince when they needed a hoop in a close game. He's one of the guys that they can count on.
Here is Brooks. Outside, Bain. Back to Brooks. Outside, Bain. Gobert with the block.
What a block by Gobert. You expect that from a player who has led the league in blocks.
Russell with it. Now defended by Bain. Prince wide open. And another 3 for Minnesota. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Minnesota?
What I love, and the coaching staff has to love, is the defense. They've really brought the energy with all these blocks we've seen in this one.
And they've really been able to get out in transition and produce. The defense hasn't had an answer for this up-tempo pace.
Now Towns. Following the miss by John Morant from deep.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Jackson finds Adams. Out to Brooks. Adams with the screen on Prince. Brooks the pass to Adams. Yes!
Emphatic bucket from Steven Adams. His team needed one, and he wouldn't be denied.
26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Oh, the lob to Gobert. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Payne for 3. Minnesota with the rebound. It's tipped. Outside Jackson takes a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
Brooks' mental game, great anticipation on that steal.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Edwards fires from way outside. And so it's the Timberwolves who come out on top here. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight.
guards that really move the ball well and share the load offensively, Brent.
Well, we got some great playmakers out here, BA, so it's a multitude of guys who are going to be able to survey the floor, maybe make that backdoor play or that lob pass to the rim. It's going to be a lot of fun.
So here's the Clippers starting group. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Here's Edwards. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Leonard. 6 to shoot. George for 3. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Edwards for 3. Keeps it alive. Controls the rebound and the putback.
It just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
And Wall, here we go. To the middle. Here's Zubats. The shot no good. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did. And a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Leonard for 3. Fires in the triple.
He has the touch to do some damage from three-point distance.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And here's Russell. The 3 is up. The shot by Towns, no good. Russell against Morris. Here's Zubats. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Right side Russell from the arc. The shot won't fall. The Clippers go the other way with it. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. Wall, the pass to Zubac. And stolen by Edwards. Russell, that's good.
Well, understanding not only the routes, but the speed and angles of those routes, Russell with the knack to find the right spot.
Wall against Russell. Now Morris. Pass to George. Leonard outside. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. The Clippers rebound. The kick out to Wall. Buries it from 3.
Coming into the league, Wall didn't take many threes, but he's added this dimension to his game.
Russell with the ball. And here's Edwards outside. There's the 3. And Russell with the 3. Russell's got 5.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, right now I don't see any let up. I think he's going to just keep putting his foot on that gas pedal tonight.
Now here's Wall. Lets it go. And that one's long.
So weird. Sometimes when you get that much time, it can throw you off just as much as having no time.
Zubac's high post. George outside. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Edwards, a pass to Russell to the inside. And it's powered home by Town.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
Here's Wall. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for Minnesota.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
They get it back. Gobert. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That'll belong to John Wall. That one misses for Gobert.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Zubac's shot is off. Minnesota has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown. To the paint. Here's Prince. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
9 seconds left in the first quarter here. Now here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Great. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Now here's Zubac. Morris finds Wall. Back to Morris. Shot clock at 5. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 7 rebounds in the game. Towns for 3. It's rebounded by Morris.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Morris penetrating inside. Russell against George. Finally gets one to go. That makes him 1 for 5 in this game.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Here's Zubac. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Leonard, soft touch off the glass.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
Minnesota in the lead.
You think about a rough moment in Kawhi Leonard's career that had to have come around 2021, that season-ending injury in the playoffs that kept him out of the entire 22 season.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
Well, not just coach, but you can see it in the teammates, the way that they look at him. They appreciate it when he shares the ball like that.
Wall gets the bucket. Wall's got 8 points. Well, we're glad, though, that Leonard took the time to fully recover, Brent.
At BA, you have to prioritize your health as a player. Kawhi has had his scares throughout his career, but him being fully healthy is going to help him unleash his full game on any opponent. So getting him back to 100% priority for him and the team.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. And that one drops for him.
And there's the strength of Paul George just powering through and takes on the contact.
And here's Russell. He's got 5. Outside Edwards. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Ooh, hard work creating the second chance opportunity.
It's George on the wing. Rebound Minnesota.
There's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
And George with the jam.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
High post Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
So sick, the vertical ability.
That was flat out awesome. He has that effortless knack for getting to the hoop. George making his mark again. He's shooting 4 for 9 in this one.
So good, so experienced. Paul George can convert the toughest of buckets.
To the middle. Hook loose. George with a steal. Wall, the pass to Leonard. George outside. No one near him. They get it again. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. And George with the jam.
Two teammates connecting right there. Slick feed.
For Minnesota, they've gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. And Edwards puts up a deep three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubats has got rebound number 7 tonight. It's George with the drive. Now Wall, just 3 on the clock. And it's good on the layup. And now just a 3-point Minnesota lead.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
And hold up. We're not going to halftime just yet. The officials signal.
The previous play is under review.
And after seeing it now in slow-mo, I definitely think he was late with it.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And the ruling is in. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. The T-Wolves on top. They're up by 3. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
25.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Boy, we're seeing a tremendous game from John Wall.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Kennard, the guards. Nicholas Batum out there with Robert Covington. And it's Powell in at the small forward. And Grant, a career resurgence for Reggie Jackson.
Yeah, B.A. After dealing with injuries, even at one point considering walking away from the game, he's found renewed success. And he's shown he's got plenty left in the tank.
Anderson for 3. Outside McDaniels. Down low. Stolen by Kennard. No stopping him there. Jams it in. And he's fouled. An opportunity at a 3-point play. Shooting that one on Anderson.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Kicks it out to Anderson to end the run. Here's Noel. Tipped.
Great anticipation. He's racked up a few of those blocks in his career, Batum has.
Powell passes to Covington. And a miss there on the triple.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Reed against Batum. Here's Noel. Pure from three-point range.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jackson, pass to Kennard. The three is up. And they'll get another chance. The drive by Jackson. Back to Covington. Let's go with a three. 6 on the shot clock. Tries again. And it's laid up and in by Kennard. Kennard's gotten his second bucket.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
Out of bounds. It'll go to the Clippers.
I'm not sure what happened there. You just can't give away possessions in this league.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps when you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep. Well, Slow-Mo has some remarkable handles. A point forward. It's got some nifty dribble moves.
And the free throw, no good. Los Angeles has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. That one's good for 2. Jackson's got 5 points now this quarter.
Good decision making. Scopes the situation, puts the pass right on the mark.
McDaniels, pass to Reed, fires from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
Not where he earns his money, that three-point shot, but he's a good shooter from that range if he's got space.
Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And Jackson does a good job of finding some gaps and getting to those open areas. That's how he finds his shots.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Back to Rivers. This for the tie. The shot misses. And Los Angeles the other way now. Kennard finds Covington. That one goes. Count it. And now a 5-point Los Angeles lead.
And passes like that demonstrate just how much Kennard is a team-oriented player.
Outside, Anderson. Deflected. Right now, firing on all cylinders.
Yeah, there's a nice flow to this offense right now.
Jackson outside. Pass to Batum. Out to Covington. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. And Jackson, here we go. And he can't get that one. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Here's Noel, guarded by Batum. Here's Rivers. Offensive rebound. Reed. He can't get it to go. The Clippers have gotten 7 of their first 11 attempts to go in this half. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Powell in the post. Working on Reed. Batum with a screen on Anderson. 4-3. Kennard can't get it to go. Right side Anderson. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Clippers on top, up by 5. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, or you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
Well, Oh, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. It's Edwards on the wing. George with a steal. The kick out to Morris. A chance to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Timberwolves trail. Left side, Russell fires the 3, knocks it down from distance.
No hesitation as D'Angelo Russell, someone who does not lack confidence.
Edwards against George. Out to Leonard. The 3 ball. Counted from distance. And the Clippers lead by 8.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
Here's Prince. Kept alive by Minnesota. Just 5 to shoot. Towns for 3. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Leonard passes to Wall. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from deep. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
George gets it going, and he is a rock right now on offense. Sturdy, steady, and strong.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Outside Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Towns for 3, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Los Angeles has gotten 3 threes to fall out of 4 attempts here in the fourth. Morris outside. The kick out to Wall. Leonard outside. From the arc. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. In transition. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
George outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career.
He hits the second from the line. And Minnesota has possession. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Towns for 3. It's rebounded by George. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
The 3 is up. That shot missing.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that. And that's a bad miscue. And you can't give up looks like that all game long.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Outside Wall. George outside. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth quarter. Out to Leonard. Shot clock at 3. Launches a 3. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Russell. To the left wing. Tries to break his ice. Ooh, good work defensively by Morris. Oh, it's stolen by Towns.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
George with the bucket.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Clippers.
They never gave up when they were down earlier. Forced their way back into this game. And look at them now.
And this one was all about desire. The perseverance of never doubting your teammates or the game plan. I mean, I love what they did here tonight.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Paul George.
Just knows how to fill it up, and that's exactly what he did tonight. Nobody that they assigned to him could really get a handle on him.
And George launches it from deep. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
And they have to know that any hope of a comeback is gone.
Well, realistic at this stage of the game, they're going to lose this one, but will they take something from the loss?
He makes the D look silly. What an incredible move.
Man, how about that finish right there? Not too bad. Ball with it. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up.
Richard, this should be an interesting game. Both teams boast a lot of depth and could try out some very creative lineups tonight.
Yeah, and it's whatever it takes to break the other team. It's about playing chess out there, and so there's going to be a lot of different moves. I can't wait to see what the coaches pull out.
The adjustment's a fascinating part of the NBA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point guard position. So the Memphis Grizzlies able to put the first points up on the board. Here's George. Goes to the reverse layup and caps it in.
And this is why you get George the ball there. He's solid at figuring out how to capitalize.
Ring shot on the way. And it's Morant missing. Leonard against Brooks. Back to Leonard. Outside, George. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
And with the 15th pick in the 2011 draft, Kawhi Leonard wasn't highly touted coming out of high school or college.
Listen, even in the pros, recognition took a while. Now, how about this? He won Finals MVP and Defensive Player of the Year before he ever made an All-Star team. Now, one of the 75 greatest. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Tries again. Adams' shot is off. Clippers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Wall finds Leonard. Outside, George. Outside, Wall. Out to Morris. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Leonard. There's the drive. The shot's good on the assist by Morris.
He is a strong finisher with momentum behind him. You won't see Leonard lose his touch or balance on his drives.
Now here's Morant. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Hits the layup in for the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And the shot goes in.
And that's too close. When Wall gets a shot that deep inside, it is almost automatic.
Morant scanning the floor. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And that's how you lead a team. Literally.
There's 1:54 left here in the opening quarter. Up top, Leonard. Brooks covering. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Morris. Leonard's got his second bucket.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Now here's Wall. Dishes it to Leonard. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Oh my goodness, what a play.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And Wall. Here we go now. Stolen by Jackson. Morant passes to Bain. That one falls.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Wall. Oh my goodness, the slam.
And you can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Now here's Morant. There's 10 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jackson misses. Right side George. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Clippers. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Clippers. And so it's Wall. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. 4-point game. For the Clippers organization, GA, what do you think the goal is?
Well, it's clear to me, Kevin. Get to the NBA Finals. The Clippers have never made it there. And I think a trip to the Finals is within reach of this group. They just need to stay healthy.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Wall in at the 1 spot. They're the group out there for the Clippers starting the second quarter. George. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Here's Morant. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
And Wall kicks to Morris. George against Bain. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject it.
Los Angeles leading by 6. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Morant with it. He's picked up by Wall. Payne for 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Morris finds Leonard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. In your younger days, RJ, you had seasons where you averaged over 22 points a game. Some players later in their careers struggle accepting smaller roles, different roles. As a player, talk about that challenge.
Self-confidence is a weird one. Sometimes it can work great for you, and sometimes it can work against you. For me personally, as I got older, I loved finding the challenge. And the challenge was, how could I star in my role? Was it as a 10-point-a-game scorer? Was it as a 20-point-a-game scorer? Or was it as a 5-point-a-game scorer? Because ultimately, you have a chance to have an impact on the game. And I love basketball, so I was going to take any role you were going to give me.
What a great answer. So in other words, you've always got to evolve.
You always get to evolve, and it's always going to be adapt or die, especially as you get older. You have to adapt or your career is going to end. I would have never played 17 years if I didn't adapt.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And Wall kicks to George. Pass to Zubac. On the wing, Morris. Wall looking for an opening. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they recover it. Morris finds Zubac.
2 minutes.
Down low. Here's Wall. And he converts the layup. Wall's got the lead up to 10 now for the Clippers.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Now here's Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Putting his 6'11" frame to use. Jackson's a low down low. Good luck stopping him.
Jaren Jackson Jr. 2 shots.
And so Jackson nails both of them.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
Outside, Wall. On the wing, George. There's 1:26 left here in the second. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And on offense, Georgia's looked totally focused. He's clearly committed to having a big game tonight.
Here's Morant, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Second personal. And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Now here's Wall. He has 6. And the rejection by Jackson. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. On defense, Memphis. They trail by 7. Clock at 6. Leonard and Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
Nice finish for Leonard. Plays the game with such precision. Rarely misses that easy.
Morant against George. Morant dishes to Adams. Outside Jackson. To the middle. Here's Brooks. Nifty move. Lets it go from 11. Offensive rebound with 1 on the clock. And that one is hammered home.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
George looking over the floor. And there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
There's 14 seconds left in the first half. Jackson against Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Batum inside. The buzzer beater.
Resourceful.
I thank you, David. And folks, don't.
The Grizzlies, 21.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
He always wants to be a go-to guy for them. I'm sure he'll be calling for the ball even more in this half.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Brandon Clark. Tyus Jones out there with Williams. And it's Conchar into the 2. Powell with it. Jones covering. Jackson has the open look. Sinks the triple. Jackson's got the first field goal of the second half for the Clippers. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
Memphis shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year. Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. You spent 2 seasons, Richard, with LeBron James in Cleveland. What was it like to play with LeBron?
Well, I like to think that LeBron was playing with me the entire time. That's the way I viewed it. But it was
I should have reworded that. I'm sorry. My mistake.
Thank you. I think LeBron James was outstanding to play with just from a camaraderie standpoint. And he always wanted to make the right pass, which, you know, for pundits, they complain about it. But for a teammate, you love it. You love playing with a guy that tries to play the right way night in and night out.
His understanding of the game must be off the charts, correct?
It is so ridiculous the way that he just sees the game before it's happening. He is easily one of the smartest players that I have ever been around.
And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Clippers. In the second half, they've only given up 1 basket coming from the free throw line. Back to Kennard for the 3. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And really the story of this second half. One team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
and start with their defense. They've been intense on that end, and they can actually help their offense as well.
Here's Conchar. Here's Williams into the lane. Kennard with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 16. Powell with it. Jones covering. Covington down low. Working on Jones. Good on the bucket. Jackson's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. That's the latest, David.
Thanks very much. The reviews have been good for the league's moves to eliminate foul calls on non-basketball moves. The NBA said it wanted the game to be played, not manipulated. Draymond Green says it helps to know that you'll have more of a fair opportunity as a defender. Guys can't just cheat the system. Kevin, back to you.
That's great to see, David. Thank you. Here's Conchar. And he can't stop the run as he misses. L.A. has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Covington passes to Jackson. Inside. Here's Batum. That shot off. Now Memphis takes it the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. .152 left to play here in the third. Jackson finds Covington. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Jones. And Williams with the clear path to the hoop. Here's Aldama. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play.
Personal foul.
That's on Reggie Jackson.
Just a terrific effort on the offensive glass. That's how they're going to cut into this lead.
And Greg, a dunk like that is sure to give them a spark. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And the shot goes in. Powell's got his first bucket in this one.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
The Grizzlies shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight, and that one falls for Jones.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Los Angeles leading by 14. Back to Jackson. And there's the drive. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Clark inside. Defended by Batum. And that one's good by Clark.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's Jackson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It goes on Brandon Clark. The Clippers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And look back a season ago. They did a solid job at the line, about 79% of their free throw.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Zubac is checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Norman Powell. And it's Paul George in for Luke Kennard. Here's Bain. And it's good, 2 points.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Brooks against Leonard. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's George finishing it off.
Authoritative slam there by George, showing the defense he's ready to get physical.
Now here's Morant for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this week?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post-tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Wall in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. George with the ball. He's picked up by Morant. Here's Wall. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. 8 points for John Wall.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here's Morant. He gets hauled in by Paul George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They led by as many as 18 points. Good on the three-point shot. And the Clippers lead by 16.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
Morant passes to Bain. A second chance effort. Morant with the bucket.
He's got a knack for those putbacks, so you have to be aware of that defensively. Get a body on him.
Now here's Wall. He dishes it to George. He's still up. Now he's 9 of 10.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Up top, Morant, defended by George.
And Kevin, even though they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular, and he did.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the 4th. And finished off by Leonard.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Morant against George. Here's Adams. And Zubats picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Morant outside. Goes back up.
And that's why he's one of the best two-way wings out there. George will lock you down on D, and it takes a very special effort to get off a clean shot against him.
Morant against Wall. Here he goes. Out to Morris. Now here's Wall. He's guarded closely. Clock at 4. Morris dishes the Wall. Pulls up on the wing. No good that time. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant drives in.
Any trip that ends with Morant going to the hoop, it's great for his team.
Desmond Bain.
Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
1:49 left in the game. The kick out to Wall. George up top. Guarded by Bain. For 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Morant. Oh, look out! Look out!
That's how you finish. He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
All with it. Pass to George. And Wall kicks to George. Takes the 3. And the Clippers miss again. The Grizzlies trail by 10. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
These are exactly the kind of shots they want to generate each and every time down the floor.
Morant against Wall. The dish to Leonard. This one for 3. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
They made the most of their opportunities looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Great open look there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Outside, George. Beyond the arc. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by George. And here's Morant. So the Clippers with the win. A confident David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
break and run as much as possible, Grant.
Hey, B.A., get your popcorn. There'll be a lot of speed out there, almost a track meet. Believe that. Yeah, you see each side has a great deal of speed. Both teams will be looking to play to their strength and get easy buckets in transition.
And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5, down low. Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoyed going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Bain against Edwards. Now here's Bain. He's guarded closely. Brooks from outside. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Prince. The kick out to Edwards. This one for 3. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his 3-point shot, but he sure looked good there.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
And then Durant with the dunk.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Now here's Edwards. Pass to Prince. The 3 connects from downtown. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
Yeah, B.A., and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Bain with a screen on Russell. Outside for Brooks. Stolen by Russell. Here's Prince. Brooks defending. Up and in on the layup. Towns has got 5.
Towns attacks the basket with such a ferocity and never give up attitude. I love that about him, guys.
Outside Morant. Drops in the 3. 10 points for him.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
2 minutes.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Towns for 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Capable of finding his open guys. Edwards getting better at improving his overall floor awareness. Nice to see.
Here's Moran. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
You know, when D'Angelo Russell came into the league, he was really primarily seen as a point guard, and that's what I like most about him, his vision and his passing ability, but he's actually changed that image and impression over time.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Memphis has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Moran driving to the basket. And then Moran with the jam.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
The evolution of D'Lo has been interesting to watch, Clark. I like how he's been willing to play whatever position asked of him.
Yeah, I like that too. And he said it before himself that he prefers playing shooting guard. But I tell you what, he also looks very comfortable running the offense too.
Bain, no good. The Timberwolves have gone a perfect 7 for 7. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
Now here's Bain. What, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Edwards finds Towns. The kick out to Edwards. He takes. Oh, Are you kidding me? Wow, man.
You know you're doing something right when you find yourself up double digits in the first period.
Well, they're doing everything right. How about that? I mean, this could turn into a blowout very quickly.
Bain, no good. Oh, there's the alley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And defensively, you've got to be on the lookout for this. I mean, Towns gets up in a hurry now.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. The T-Wolves on top. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Brooks. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
And Clark, how about the progress of the Timberwolves?
Love what they've done, B.A. They put the pieces in place to be a playoff regular and still the youth to grow in the long term. That's a nice combination, especially when you look at a guy like Anthony Edwards. He's special.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Second chance effort. Brooks outside. Outside Bain. 6 to shoot. Inside. Pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Prince. No good on the 3.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
Russell against Morant. And here's Edwards outside. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. Russell's got 6 assists in the game.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Russell against Morant. To the middle. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Oh, Gobert with the steal. Pass to Towns. Ooh, he's locked in. Dreams his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time, right in the shooting box.
Outside Morant. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
He knew he had to take it up strong. David dunking on Goliath.
Here in quarter 2, we played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And Edwards slams it in. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow, so you got to give some latitude to the physicality.
Oh, whoa! I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. 1:43 left in the second. Pulls it from the top of the key. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to go in the second. Russell with the ball. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Pass to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Edwards. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
Here's Morant, and he drives in. And then Morant with the jam!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game.
Well, when you know it, you got to show it.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
On the front foot, attacking the defense. This is Anthony Edwards at his best.
There's 42 seconds left in the first half of this game. Jackson with a screen on Russell. Morant. It's deflected. Here's Brent. Pass to Towns. There's 21 seconds left to play in the second quarter. It's Edwards with a drive.
Boy, you love to see Edwards shine on offense like this. I know it's got to be making his coach happy, too.
And they can run out the clock here. No need to rush it.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Morant finds Jackson. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass. Jackson's got his second basket of the game. Now Russell. 1 second left. Ooh, he released it in time, but it's off the mark. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves up 19 points as the quarter comes to a close. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Slicing up the defense, living in the lane. Terrific first half for him.
Well, you know what, guys? My question is this. Who's he going to posterize in this half? You know, we've already gotten a number of filthy dunks out of him.
On the court for the Grizzlies, they've got John Conchar. Also Tyus Jones out there. And it's Clark in at the center, locking down the middle. To the paint. The steal. Here's McLaughlin. Here's McDaniels. Got it. Good job in the low post.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Outside Jones. To the inside. Here's Clark. It's not going to go for him. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Something you can't put a price tag on. The Minnesota Timberwolves gained last season. Playoff experience. Young guys getting accustomed to the crucible of postseason play. Extremely valuable.
To the paint. Here's Clark. Second chance shot. They shoot again. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't take the lid off. Right side Anderson. Puts up a 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. So, Clark, would you say playoff experience also raises your regular season play?
I don't think there's any question about it, B.A. I never had a chance in my short career to play in the playoffs, but I covered a bunch of them as a broadcaster. There's a different electricity. There's a different intensity. There's a different feel in the locker room. You learn not to back down. You learn to work through adversity, and you learn to play under pressure.
Conchar can't hit. Minnesota's gotten 21 points so far from three-point land. They're 7 of 10. Pass to Noel. For 3. No luck on that one. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Noel, that's good.
Really nice job moving the ball around that time, picking apart that defense.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. Reed with the rebound.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
You know, Nas Reed initially went undrafted in 2019.
Hey, B.A., that happens to plenty of talented guys. The NBA is a hard league, and a lot of good players have to sometimes go through things to make it. Luckily, systems like the G League give players like Nas Reed an opportunity to grow and go there. So you keep growing like Reed did, and eventually you might find yourself in the NBA.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the Grizzlies shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Not the tallest center in the league. He more than makes up for it with those crazy hops.
Here's McLaughlin. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. That one goes in. Here's Jones. Inside, here's Clark. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Nas Reed. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
They've also found a lot of shots at the arc in this one and allowing their good shooters to tee it up.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Jacks up a 3. Hits the trifecta. McDaniels got 5 points now in the quarter.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Outside Jones. Pass to Conchar. All alone. And he gets it back. Goes back up. And he lays it up and in.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Outside McDaniels. Takes the 3. And another 3 from Minnesota.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
They grab their own miss. Kicks it out to Clark. Here's Aldama. Banked it in off the glass.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
And so it's Minnesota with a commanding lead to end the quarter. 26. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You can count on him to deliver a few assists like this one each and every night.
It sure is. I mean, he's a maestro. Great vision, terrific IQ, everything you want in a point guard.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Jordan McLaughlin. Then it's Jalen Noel. And it's Reed in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Adams, the pass to Jackson. And here's Adams. Lays it up and banks it in.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
To the middle. Here's Noel. Drops in the short one.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
And Memphis shooting 46%, a decent average so far. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Noel, hounded by Morant. Anderson for 3. It's hauled in by Ja Morant. Memphis with the ball. Jackson down low, working on Reed. Jackson gets the bucket.
Watch out now, when this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the fourth. Pass to Anderson. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
To the left side wing. And it's slammed in by Adams.
It all started with the pass. That's what coaches love to see, ball movement.
Here's McLaughlin. McDaniels up top. Brooks defending. Here's Reed. Back to Daniels. 5 on the clock. From deep three-point range. The Grizzlies pull it in. Morant's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Bain. And that one is hammered home.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Here's McLaughlin. Down low. Shoots. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. For Memphis, they've gotten 4 of 5 attempts to fall so far in the 4th. And it's Morant.
Nasty right
Down
there.
it
Oh, my
goes.
goodness, that was wicked.
What a nasty finish. The quick feed of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Here's McLaughlin, pounded by Morant. A slam dunk by Reed.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Edwards finds Russell from deep. Launches it. And Edwards with the basket on the assist by Russell. Edwards got 27.
And right from the get-go, they stood out as the better team. Their hunger to dominate and play for each other was outstanding for the Timberwolves.
And everything seemed to go their way today. They were firing on all cylinders, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., this was the kind of performance you relish as a player. Just a very impressive win.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Anthony Edwards.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Here's Prince. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
And guys, that's got to be the dagger. This is how you finish a game.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
It's nice they found their rhythm here, but the clock is just not their friend.
Now they're playing with urgency. They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
And here's Russell. Out to the wing. Towns for 3. That shot's good. Russell making the play.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Outside Morant. Pulls up on the wing. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. We saw 2 different teams tonight. One played...
Get ready, everyone, for Tuesday afternoon NBA. Tip-off goes to Minnesota. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. The backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Prince in at the small forward. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon. A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Towns for three, connects from three-point range. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. It's a three-point game. Zubats with the screen for George. From beyond the arc and then some.
Now, Paul George has been exceptionally consistent from three-point territory. That fluid shooting motion is something else.
Russell kicks to Edwards. Stolen by Jackson. And it's George finishing it off.
And how's that for a one-man show? Put this fella on Broadway.
The most magnificent alley-oop we could have seen. Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
What you love about D'Angelo Russell, he can impact winning with both his scoring and his passing.
Outside Jackson. Outside George. Lays it up off the glass. And that's now 7 points for Paul George.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Jackson with it. He's picked up by Russell. Prince against Zubats. Good for the basket. Starting off 1-for-1 with that shot.
Well, that's not the guy you want guarding him at the rim. Just too much of a differential in terms of size.
Outside Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Boy, what a good-looking stroke. Ready on the catch, Anthony Edwards. That jumper is nice.
Jackson looking around. Leonard finds Jackson. Outside for George. 6 to shoot. And a miss there on the triple. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Summer of 2014, Doris. Paul George suffering a leg injury playing for the national team.
Kevin, I remember that injury like it was yesterday. There were many, including me, who wondered whether Paul George could ever be the same guy. And amazingly, he puts in all the necessary work and I think has come back better. That is a huge credit to his work ethic and his grit.
Now, here's George after Taurean Prince's miss. And George gets it to go.
Well, Paul George able to keep that shot high in the air. This is a dangerous long-range bomber.
Russell passes to Edwards. That shot misses. Excellent D there from George. Over Edwards. And stolen by Russell. And now Russell pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And the slam dunk by Russell.
And this guy becoming more of a two-way threat. It's all about D'Angelo Russell's activity level. Really nice sequence right there.
Now here's Jackson. Morris outside to the paint and stolen by Prince. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. And finished up by Edwards.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Jackson against Russell. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's George. 10 points for him. Leonard finds George. A rebound by Prince. Edwards against Jackson.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Boy, Anthony Edwards showing you that I've got the handle, I've got the strength off the dribble drive. Pretty move.
Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for Minnesota. He got to double digits.
Please give a big round of applause for your Clippers U-15.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
The other thing they've done a great job of so far is getting offense off of their defense, forcing turnovers, then quickly converting.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Los Angeles has gone 3-6 tonight when they let it fly from downtown. And it's George missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Over in the corner, Edwards. And Gobert kicks to Edwards. And he drives in. And the rejection by Zubac. That'll be Minnesota as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves retain possession. Russell looking around. Shot clock at 5. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. It's stolen by Morris. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. And here we go. Timberwolves running again. It's tipped. Paul George with the steal. Leonard finds Jackson. Morris outside. Back to Jackson. Out to Morris. Morris with a screen on Edwards. And here's George for 3. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Jackson. Leonard on the wing, guarded by Prince. George passes to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. A shot off that time. And Minnesota now the other way. Edwards passes to Gobert. Outside, Towns. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Now, here is Russell. Following the miss by Marcus Morris. That one goes. Count it.
Well, you like to see D'Angelo Russell work his way to the inside. Proves he has some touch in the paint.
Outside Jackson. Leonard kicks to Jackson. Back to Leonard. Jacks up a 3. Hands it from downtown. Leonard's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Clippers.
Boy, the range of Kawhi's shooting just keeps getting deeper and deeper. He really stretches you out.
Outside Edwards. There's the pass to Prince. Lots of room. Misses off the right iron.
Cannot believe he missed that one. Ooh, I'm sure he can't either.
Gobert dishes to Prince. Edwards passes to Prince. The tray. The Clippers grab the miss. Morris has got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Leonard with no one around. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time.
Well, Kawhi Leonard pure from the corner. Nice delivery, Kawhi.
Pass to Edwards from outside the arc. Rebound by the Clippers.
Well, he tries to answer with a three of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Tips it, and it's Russell with that extra effort. Russell's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, to me, it's huge when D'Angelo gets to the glass. This guy has the ability to use his athleticism to his advantage.
Russell against Jackson. On the wing, Jackson. The three from George. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Here's Russell. Sinks that one from the post. And it's now only a 1-point Clipper lead.
Well, this is where Cat can manufacture additional points for his team. Defense focused and locked in on him. Find a teammate.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, George is displaying his skills today.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Kyle Anderson is out there with McDaniels. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel in at the 2.
Well, be opportunistic, right? Ball comes off the window. Go get it and create an opportunity. John Wall does just that.
Here's McLaughlin. It's blocked. Kennard on the wing. McDaniels defending. Covington finds Powell. Now here's Kennard. McDaniels defending. The 3. And no good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
Gentlemen, if we go back to the summer of 2019, that is the summer where the Clippers got both Paul George and Kawhi Leonard. When they made those moves, everyone expected this to be an NBA Finals team.
And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
Now, here's Kennard. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Batum sets a screen for Kennard. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by McLaughlin. They did, and thus far for Los Angeles, no finals trips in the last 3 seasons of Leonard and George.
That's exactly right, Kevin. In the bubble playoffs in Orlando, they got close. But then Kawhi got hurt during the 2021 playoffs. And last year, Kawhi out for the entire season. So health has been a critical factor in their failures.
No luck that time either. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot down low more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role.
And Wall kicks to Kennard. Passes to Powell. The kick out to Wall. Fires from deep. No good. And Minnesota now the other way. It's stolen by Wall. Stolen by McDaniels. And here they come. For the lead. Pass to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Anderson outside to the left wing. Here's Noel. Reed. Rebound by the Clippers. Outside Covington. Outside for Batum. From past the arc. The rebound by Anderson. The Timberwolves have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker to break.
What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
That puts them in the lead. And the Timberwolves lead by 1. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
He had a nice open look right there. Wall's got 5 points now this quarter. Talking about Batum, that buyout door seemed to really rejuvenate him.
It's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused Nick.
It'd be nice if everybody took as much pride in his rebounding as he does.
You know what, Greg, he loves that part of the game, and it shows.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Batum finds Wall. Snatched away. And here comes the break. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. And here's Anderson from the arc. Hits it from three-point range. And now a 3-point Timberwolves lead. And here's Wall. He has 5. Launches it. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Boy, John Wall in his second season made only 3 threes. Look how much more comfortable from deep he is.
Here's McLaughlin. To the wing on the left. McDaniels in the post. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. The first free throw is good.
For Minnesota, Jaden McDaniels.
Second free throw, no good.
You know, he couldn't make all of them, and they'll have to settle for just a 1-point lead.
As we approach the 4th quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Neither team able to create much of a cushion.
3 quarters of play in a close game here. Clippers ahead, up 1. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
When you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver, and he did just that.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And here's Jackson after Anthony Edwards made that last 3-pointer. Russell dishes to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
They continue to battle out there, so close to taking the lead.
Yeah, but that's been elusive. They've missed a few plays along the way that they'd love to have back.
Now here's Jackson. George finds Morris. And And with that shot, the Minnesota lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Jackson.
Well, Reggie Jackson has got the willingness to convert on the interior. Nice touch right there.
Outside Edwards. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And that's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Now, here is Russell. And another 3 for Minnesota.
D'Angelo Russell is not afraid to make some big-time momentum-swinging shots. Nice to see him answer back right there.
Jackson against Russell. And there's the pass to Morris. Jackson kicks to Morris. 6 on the shot clock. Kicks it out to Leonard. Fires for 3. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, I just had a feeling Kawhi Leonard would respond with a 3 of his own. Beautiful.
Russell with it. Right side Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Towns has a 7'4" wingspan. If he gets off the floor, good night.
George looking over the floor. Takes a 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
If you want to cut into a lead, you have got to trust your teammates and move the ball.
And Russell gets it to go.
Oh, man, how good is he at turning on the Jets and getting to that next level? D'Angelo Russell, fearless, driving on the interior.
And a deep 3 from George. Can't connect from long distance. Minnesota leading by 6. Edwards with it. George picks him up. Edwards kicks to Towns. Has to Gobert. Shoots over Leonard. The baseline J off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. George finds Jackson. Kicks it out to Leonard. Launches a 3. Towns with the steal. Russell passes to Gobert. And here's Prince outside. Good, and the assist goes to Towns.
Three-pointer.
Towns has got 3 assists now in this one. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
All game long, they've had active hands and been really out in the passing lanes. That aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
1:21 left to play here in the fourth. Now here's Edwards. Outside, Towns. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. And George, here we go. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
You can see Paul George is locked in right now. Big-time shots demonstrate his elite level in the NBA.
Now Russell. Kicks it to Edwards. And that one drops for him. And the Timberwolves lead by 7.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
And as a result, they may be facing just a little bit less resistance right now. They are having their way.
George finds Jackson. A crossover. And they get it back. 4 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Morris. From outside off the mark. And so Gobert will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns dishes to Russell. Prince outside. The time for the ball. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining.
Greetings and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports this Tuesday afternoon. Hi, everybody. We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
So the opening lineup here for the Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Wall in at the point guard position. And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Back to Morant. Bain against George. Pass to Adams. And it's blocked.
He may need to take a seat and recalibrate. That's his second foul in under a minute.
That's good from George. A true utility player, Smitty. Marcus Morris brings a diverse skill set to the court.
He does. Marcus is a hard-nosed, gritty defender who can play either forward spot or even center at times. Plus, he's a reliable scorer and a solid three-point shooter.
And the big finish by Wall.
An athletic display by Wall, letting the defense know he can own the rim.
Wall against Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Bain finds Morant. Now here's Bain. And the ball out of play. The Clippers will have it. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
I mean, letting them know up front that he's on the hunt tonight and eager to knock away shots. I love it.
And just over a minute played here to start the game. Wall against Morant. Wall on the attack. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
Outside Morant. To the inside. Here's Adams. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Shows incredible vision for a younger player. John Morant's a skilled distributor.
Wall, the pass to George. And the jam by George.
He put a little flair on that one.
Yes, he did. Man, he's a strong finisher, huh? Wall against Morant. Pass to Adams. And another shot. Oh, sweet move. Outside for Brooks. Plenty of space. And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And that puts them just one foul from the bonus.
And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
Oh, the swat by Adams.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Memphis trailing here. Inside. Tries again. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, no, it just doesn't make sense given the situation.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Up top, Morant. Pass to Adams. Second chance effort. The Clippers grab the miss.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And you've seen they've made numerous attempts to try to get him going. Shows how valuable he is to this offense.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
And it's helped them build an early lead. They just need to stay aggressive.
A minute 31 left in the opening quarter. Zubac's shot is off.
Woo, blown opportunity right there. Won't get many chances easier than that one.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Wall, the pass to George. And George with the jam.
And early on, they've been on a tear. Just getting whatever they want offensively.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Ooh, Morris with a steal. Here we go, one-on-one. And George with the jam.
The offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
This is my type of approach. Get some high percentage looks. Then later, you can play inside out. As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
Wall, the pass to George. Oh, and the dunk by George.
Letting it all hang out. When George takes flight, just enjoy the show.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Morant, the pass to Adams. The shot from the low post is good. 19 seconds left in the first. Now Wall. Pass to Zubac. George outside. 3 seconds left. Oh, the swat by Adams. And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers earning this break in the action. Up 10.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies Houston team.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Los Angeles.
Right out of the gates, they've been in attack mode. And I think that's by design because it has been relentless.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the group for Memphis to kick off the second quarter.
This is where you want Adams to have the ball. Can't get a higher percentage look than that.
It's George on the drive. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, BA, one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
And we're going to have a jump ball.
That's a jump ball.
Morris passes to Leonard. Oh, Adams with the block. Pass to George. Shot clock at 5. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Finishing that possession with an exclamation mark. Kawhi making his presence felt.
Outside Bane. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. They held a 12-point lead earlier. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
Whether it's on the ball or off, Jaren Jackson has shown great awareness and timing as a shot blocker.
They double team George. Outside Wall. Back to George. And the jam by George.
It's one of those nights where George's number has been called time after time.
The Grizzlies have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Morant, the pass to Bane. Shoots over George. Here's Adams. And that one's good. Now 4 for 10.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
George outside. Well, Smitty, recently it seems like mid-range shooting is making something of a comeback. More guys taking shots from that area.
And B.A., I am so happy. There's nothing wrong with the mid-range game. Some stars have proven it's a viable method, even in the three-point focused modern game. And for the moment, defenses aren't always prepared to deal with it. And this is how you score in transition. And Paul George, you just have to appreciate his hustle.
Morant, pass to Bain. Shoots over George. George with the block. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. 5 to shoot. Here's Leonard. Ooh, and Leonard throws it down.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. Brooks against Leonard. Outside Bain. There's the triple. Here's Brooks. And good work on the boards as they picked up the second chance points.
It's funny watching Brooks. He kind of lulls you to sleep, and then he explodes with an aggressive move.
Here's George. It's rebounded by Memphis.
How much mustard on that hot dog do you really need? I know he's going for the big finish, but he didn't need to do all that.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 4 of 10 from the field in the second. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And it's Morant missing. Well, Los Angeles shooting only 36% during the second. Here's Leonard. Uses the glass on the layup. Leonard's got 8.
You can see the work Kawhi has put into his ball handling. Gets separation almost any time he wants.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock.
Man, oh man, one of the more advanced ball handlers we've ever seen at his age. Ja Morant has people on skates.
Morant against Wall. Here's George. Morris for 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Morris has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Morant. Here's Adams. And so it's Los Angeles. Thanks very much, Allie.
The Grizzlies, 18. The Clippers, 31.
As we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Paul George has been sensational.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
This is his challenge, to continue to dominate, to help them try to close strong here in the second half.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Jackson and Powell make up the backcourt. Luke Kennard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Batum in at the center position. And a second look at that rejection, taking no prisoners on defense there.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Jones grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting only 39% so far in the game. Williams in the post. Batum's on him. Williams misses. Well, the Clippers shooting has been good. 54% on this one. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Jones in the post, defended by Jackson. Count the basket. And the Clippers with the ball. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. It's Covington on the wing. Powell passes to Kennard. And a strong finish with two hands.
Great floor awareness. Powell knows how to find his open teammates.
Jackson against Jones. Pass to Conchar. Three-pointer. No good. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Powell finds Kennard. Back to Jackson. It's Covington on the wing. Now Kennard. Puts it up. Off the left rim and out.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
The kick out to Williams. Pass to Aldama. Williams with the screen. Over Powell. Covington grabs the board. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Here's Powell. Covington inside from outside the arc. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Brandon Clark is one of the most efficient players in the league. He's been in the top 5 in true shooting a couple of times.
Conchar drives in. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Here's the three. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 5. And Smitty, the analytics will show you that Brandon Clark is one of the best at protecting the ball.
Yeah, Brandon's been in the top 5 in that category as well. He doesn't put up huge scoring numbers, but when Clark is on the floor, he has a major impact.
First personal foul.
And he makes a first. So Memphis going with an almost entire new group here. Adams checked in for Clark. Jackson comes in for Aldama. Brooks, he's checked in for Williams. And it's Desmond Bane in for Conchar. 1:14 left in the third quarter. Kennard outside. Pass to Jackson. And stolen by Jones. And they're on the break. Here's Brooks. The shot off that time. And Los Angeles the other way now. Powell passes to Jackson. Kennard outside. Fires the three. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
We've seen Kennard steadily increase his three-point shots. Terrific accuracy here.
Outside Bane. To the middle. Here's Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Lets the three fly. Powell pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Here's Kennard. The offensive rebound.
Tremendous activity from Covington, doing whatever he can to collect additional scoring opportunities.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Brooks outside. Pass to Jackson. 2 on the clock. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair.
Please give a big round of applause.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Bane and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant against Jackson. Here's Adams. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Something I've noticed is how aggressive they've been on driving the basketball. Time and time again, they've turned cracks in the defense into points.
Yeah, the other thing they're doing is absolutely scorching the net. Red hot from outside all game long.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp three-point shot.
George outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Grizzlies shooting 35% so far in this one. Here's Bane. Here's Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Adams has got 4 points in the quarter. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. George outside. The long distance three is buried. And the Clippers lead by 20.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Here's Bane. George with the block.
An all-defensive first-teamer multiple times. Paul George has a nose for the ball.
Stole it away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Outside Bane. To the paint. And Morant gets it to go on the assist from Bane.
Terrific play. This is why you run your offense through him and live with the results.
George, a deep three. The rebound by Jackson.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Leonard passes to George. Shot clock at 6. From behind the arc. Leonard can't get it to go. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Gets the 3 ball to go.
I like that find by Jackson. Young bigs who can see the whole floor. You don't come across them that often.
Pass to Zubac. And stolen by Morant. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Morant with the slam!
He's shaking the hoop. He's actually shaking the whole building.
Oh, what a slam. Look here, the fans going crazy right now. Wall, the pass to Leonard. Morris outside. Moran against Wall. Pass to Zubac. Just 3 to shoot. Here's George. No good off the back of the rim.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
Down low. Here's Adams. Another shot. It's hauled in by the Clippers. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Zubac passes to Morris. And he lobs it up top. A nice shot by Zubac. And the Clippers lead by 15.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Paul George.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Wall, the pass to George. 23 seconds left in the game. From deep. The shot no good.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space. But that does make it a tougher shot.
And here's Morant outside. Gets the bucket.
You know he's pulling his weight, but they still find him.
All right, Allie, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.